Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. Thank you for joining with me today for a very exciting and a very special episode of Global Gupshup here today in Dallas. As you all know, I'm sure that you're all ready for that as well. The International Yoga Day is coming up. It's right across the corner. And we are so fortunate and blessed to have a very special person who is going to be joining to celebrate that day right here in USA. Um, but before that, it is a really privilege for me to talk to him before and share his wisdom with us. So he does not need any introduction. We are extremely fortunate to have him here, Padma Shri, Dr.H.R.Nagendra. So he is a president of S-Vyasa University, Bangalore, as well as he is known as Yogi Shri, and also he is a Padma Shri awardee as well. He has published more than 30 books as well as more than 100 research papers. And these are very well known in the community as well. So with a great pleasure, I would like to welcome Dr. Nagendra to join us in this conversation on the Global Gupshup. Thank you so much for joining. So how are you?
Very good. Thank you very much. So nice meeting you.
Same here, sir.
You had a good Varuna Prasada today.
Varuna Prasada happened today with the great, all the noise also. I think it's with big thunders, but nothing is going to stop us from that. So, Guruji, I know this. Let us start with it's a very basic question, yet it's extremely essential, I think, for all of us to know. Being 5,000 years old yoga practice that we known for such a long time, but how important it is, it should be an integral part of every person's life. So what is your advice on everyone? Like, if this is a international yoga day, so the whole entire globe is going to be participating in this one.
Thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, he has brought yoga to the world spectrum by his wonderful speech and how the UNO approved June 21st, I think all of you know. And he has made it very clear that it should not be only remaining in the Himalayas or the upward things and people should go there as sannyasis and do this thing. It should become socially relevant.
Right.
It is useful to everybody, starting from the children to the elderly. For everybody, it is very useful. Therefore, it has to be brought to the people at large. That's what is brought, and yoga is a science of holistic living. It is not merely a set of physical exercises, but it's a way by which every human being can rise from their normal level to become great super human beings.
Correct.
And that is what is needed and what yoga offers.
So since you said that it's a holistic and the way of life, that's going to be my next question. Sometime that you mentioned that yoga is not a belief but a science. But I would like to take it into a different perspective. So can we please talk about the connectivity to the modern medicine and yoga?
Yes. Now the modern medicine had great contributions, allopathic system, especially in dealing with infectious and contagious diseases and large number of surgeries. Everything has come up in such a huge exponential way.
Correct.
Therefore, in 2000, almost 100 years back, people thought that we can cure all diseases, we can bring health for all. The WHO announced we will bring health for all by 2000. But what happened? They had a new pandemics,
Right.
the NCDs, non-communicable diseases, asthma, diabetes, hypertension, heart problem, epilepsy, migraine, irritable bowel syndrome, cancer, schizophrenia, everything blowing up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has become a bigger pandemics than infectious diseases. And we have no solution because allopathic system is based on modern science, which is limited to our understanding about the physical world. But these ailments are not merely physical. They are multidimensional. Mental restlessness, emotional upsurges, deep-rooted psychological conflicts, all are at the base of these ailments. Therefore, our challenge is multidimensional and our solution is one-dimensional.
Right.
So you cannot solve. It's here that India comes into picture with the yoga dimension. Yoga is multidimensional. It works at the body level, mind level, emotional level, intellectual level, with the spiritual level. It's a multi-dimensional approach which can deal with the multi-dimensional challenge.
Right.
That's how yoga has a great relevance.
So, for example, that I'm going to extend this question to a little bit of a different aspect of that one is like diseases like, I know the pandemic one that we faced at, but coming back to diseases like a cancer. So, is there a yoga that actually has some kind of a precautionary measures that actually to prevent such diseases?
In yoga, we try to go to the root cause of the problem. All the sensitivity is one root cause, the stress. Of course,
Yes.
your food and then wrong lifestyle, all these things are going to help. But stress is the major thing.
Right.
Stress is an imbalance.
Right.
And that imbalance is the one that causes all the problem. So yoga brings balance. Samatvam yoga uchyate. So by samatva, you'll be able to bring the reduction in the stress. Once the stress is reduced, the ailments also slowly decrease.
Right.
Therefore, what is needed today is the specific yoga program for each of the disease under each condition. Many people don't understand this thing.
Yes.
They say yoga is yoga, give to everybody. I ask the question, say medicine is medicine, say medicine give to everybody. Such is the ignorance in many people. Therefore, you have to tailor make the yoga practice, particularly for the different diseases. How much you got to give, what you got to give, when you have to give, everything has to be tailor made. This thing is that we had done over the last 40 years to establish the specific yoga protocol for each of the diseases. It's not merely asana. Asana, pranayama, mudra, svandha, kriya, jnana yoga, raj yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, everything embedded into an integrated approach of yoga therapy.
Right.
At the same time, it has to be added on to the allopathic thing. All the advantages we have in allopathic system should not be neglected. Swami Vivekananda said, don't neglect the West. Don't neglect their contribution. It's very good. But add on the dimension of combine the best of the West with the best of the East.
Right.
That's what we are doing now.
Absolutely, absolutely. That makes so much sense. Actually, that you literally led me to the next question that I was going to ask you, because in today's topics that I wanted to cover a little bit, it's very critical to know for all of us, like, how important it is to understand these, the basic cause of these things. So, according to the recent studies, we are facing many different kind of new diseases and a new kind of reasons to have a death caused by. So one of them is a cardiac arrest, and we witnessed like many of the young, very well known, very healthy young adults are are dying because of the cardiac arrest. So what are we doing wrong?
Youngsters, for example, today our youngsters and students want to go for engineering, computers, medicine, then management studies, everything. And there the targets are given to them. They got good packages, but they have to meet the target.
Absolutely.
If they don't meet the target, they are out. So they have to work very hard. 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours is normal. Many of them work even 16 hours.
Right.
As a result, they get tremendously stressed up. Result is they get a heart attack. Earlier, people who are above 60 used to have heart attack. Today, people at the age of 25, 30 are heart attack. They've got a very good Narayan Hrudayalaya hospital in Bangalore. And the director says now 70% of the people who come are all youngsters. Why? Because of this thing, as you rightly said. It is stress. So what is the way out? They must learn how to do the activities without getting stressed up, and how to finish the work that is given in a shorter time. Your efficiency should go up and your stress should not be there. So we have developed special yoga techniques for doing these things. How to give deep rest to the whole system, and how to use these dimensions to deal with these modern challenges of cardiac problems.
That's absolutely right. I think that we are overexerting and then abusing our body without giving any rest, probably. Okay. Well, thank you. The next one that I want to bring up is the very, very well known. And right now that I'm very sure that every single person, whether it's a student or a parent or even a person that who is in a very high level of a position that is going through is a mental health issues. So when we talk about that one, the depression, anxiety that actually shows up in the front of the line. So, how yoga can help to bring those kind of things with the daily routine that in a very simple, short period of time, like a day to day.
What Patanjali says is, we must gain mastery over the mind. Mastery over the mind had two components.
Okay.
One is to make the mind a faster mind, quicker mind, brilliant mind, creative mind, faster.
Right.
100 thoughts per minute, 200 thoughts per minute, 500 thoughts per minute, 1000 thoughts per minute. We are all becoming faster.
Right.
But there is a second dimension of mastery, the opposite of that. Calm down the mind, silence the mind, tranquil the mind, go to deeper and deeper silence, go into what is called as samadhi and other things. Unfortunately, our entire education system, this has been neglected.
That's correct.
And therefore, we have grown gigantic on one front, another side we are pygmies. This big imbalance that sets up in the mind comes as anxiety, leads to depression and all NCDs and others. Therefore, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi introduced transcendental meditation to bring out this dimension. It spread all over United States, everywhere. I remember in late 70s and 80s, we all worked for this thing. But now, unfortunately, that has not become component of our education system. Therefore, our Honorable Minister, Prime Minister Modi ji says that it not be one day affair of International Day of Yoga, but should go into our education system. So we all sat together about 15, 20 years back and started giving this syllabus for the primary, middle school, high school things under the NCERT. Then he said not only here, it to come into the higher education system. Unless you build this problem will not be solved. Because there are yoga institutions, you have some people who are interested, they will go into.
Yeah.
But it should go into the education system. Then only things should change. Earlier, this was there earlier in our Gurukula system. That has been removed. That has to be brought back. So this is our whole approach for these things. Then how to make it very interesting for the children.
Right.
So we developed very attractive program. What is the real purpose of education? We have to understand. As Swami Vivekananda said, education is the manifestation perfection already in man.
Right.
We have to move towards perfection.
Right.
We have total personality development, physical, mental, emotional, intellectual, with a spiritual basis.
Right.
For that we develop nice programs. How to develop all-round personality, educationists and then child psychiatrists and all other people we sat together about 50 years back and developed the program. What we did do? Eyesight improvement, first class. Second year, hearing development. Third year, voice culture.
Right.
Then physical stamina development, memory development, IQ development, creativity development, stress management, ego management, all that we developed. Very attractive program. Children love to do that. Because it's not only asana that we teach.
Right.
Many people say you want to introduce yoga, how many asanas you give here, how many pranayama you give, what kriyas you do, that's all. No. It should build up the personality. For that special program, for eyesight improvement, we have the protocol, the relaxation, special technique, all. What you need is only 1 or 2 periods in a week. We have introduced and we have been able to solve. We have shown a lot of research papers we have done. So we started introducing way back in 1978, 80, like this thing, particularly in Arunachal Pradesh, the most undeveloped areas in India. And children blossomed like wonderful thing. Then government came forward and said, we also want to do this, introduce in government school. Then what is the teacher training? We started developing teacher training. And it went all over the country in about 20 years. We trained about 65,000 teachers in all of India and started introducing. Now this all we have been made as part of the government curriculum itself. But India, everything is state thing.
Correct.
Some state that we don't want this thing. Some people say we want to do that. So it goes on.
We
want to bring this thing into this country also.
Yes.
We have to bring, then these problems will be solved.
Absolutely.
Without that thing, the present situation is going to blow up further. What drug culture and NCDs and heart attacks, everything is so much increasing.
Right. Well, that S-Vyasa is the hope that we are actually having. So I'm very sure that through that we can definitely bring up there's some hope in
So
the
you
younger
want social
adults.
media on the channels, you should blow it up.
Absolutely, sir.
Regularly. It is not that one you have an interview and leave it. Every day it should go into the head of the people. And
Absolutely.
rather if you do that all people,
Right.
then government will start thinking this direction.
About it.
Otherwise, who are the people who give?
That is true. So another thing very interesting that yesterday that I was listening to Dr. Manjunath and we talking about was the cyclic meditation. So that's a very new topic. I think not many people are aware of, like, how it is really bringing a change and then, like a benefit. So would you please, give us a very briefly, like, what it is and then how we can really cyclic meditation. The cyclic meditation is one of the new things that you introduced. Cyclic.
Okay.
Yeah, cyclic meditation. Sorry. So
It is not psychic, but cyclic.
yeah, I said cyclic. So psych.
Stimulate, relax, stimulate, relax, stimulate, relax.
Okay.
Like that, it's a cycle. We have called it as cyclic meditation. So this has been brought in our ancient scripture called Mandukya Upanishad.
Okay.
By our ancient master, teacher of Shankaracharya, Gaudapada. He brought out this secret in one of the commentaries on Mandukya Upanishad.
Oh,
He
okay.
called Laye Sambodhe Vipshiptam Shamaye Punaha. So this you have to go on doing it.
Right.
When you do that, then you get into very deep level of rest. Stimulated, shattered the tamas, then relaxation controls the rajas and promote the sattva. Then you go on doing that again and again and again and again by the process. This he had given it as a nutshell, as a principle. So we adopted this thing to develop a program. We want everything in a package. And our people want, okay, we want a package for that. Can you do that?
Right. Right.
And we have to take into consideration the constraints in which we live today.
Right.
Supposing at a, this is wonderful thing, every day morning 2 hours, evening 2 hours, you do yoga. Nobody is going to say, this is not the cup of tea I want. Give something for half an hour, somewhat reasonable. If you give something for 5 minutes, nice.
Then
if you give for 3 minutes, wonderful. Give about 1 minute, we'll practice.
It'll be overdosed.
Time constraint will leave.
Right.
I said, okay, we have some for 1 minute.
Right.
Instant relaxation technique.
Right.
Then quick relaxation technique.
Right.
Then deep relaxation technique. And the whole cyclic meditation also is only 30 minutes.
And wonderful.
So it became very popular. And we have found that it reduces the stress wonderfully well.
Right.
32% rest in half an hour. If you have 6 hours of good sleep, you get 9% rest. More than 3 times rest more than good sleep.
Wow.
So that has become very popular.
Wow. So yes, the sleeping is the one of the difficult thing that we are actually having. So nowadays, and there is one more very critical one that like the people face is the anger issues. Like, do pranayama or any other techniques of yoga can help them to bring that anger issues in control?
Anger is one of the Ausuri Sampat, as we call, that is a violent emotion.
Right.
So they are called as the Shat Darshanas. The 6 enemies of man are Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha,
Mada, Matsara.
Krodha. Krodha is one of the major things there. So, what is this emotion? It is uncontrolled speed of the mind. So we become very fast, and that is become very sensitive, and small things will throw you out. You become very angry.
Right.
Why this is happening? Because of the big imbalance I told. So this has to be brought forth, reduced. Then you get control over all these 6 animals, not only anger.
Right.
Greed, jealousy, hatred, infatuation, arrogance, all the things can be controlled essentially. Then what you have to do for the children is develop the positive thing. One is to reduce. The thing is positive.
Right.
So every day people should be taught to give something. That is service.
Right.
Control over the senses. All these things should happen.
Right.
For that, for all our students, what I have been telling, so you must see that every day you must give something.
Correct.
What you gave, some money, some food, some clothes. If nothing is there, Krishna says, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. A leaf, a flower, cup of water. Develop the habit of giving. You are a good teacher. So teach somebody without expecting anything in return.
Right.
Go on giving and giving and giving. This is the sattvic dimension called the prema bhava.
Right.
Every mother knows how she takes care of the children. Unfortunately, this aspect of prema bhava or vatsalya bhava is getting out for this thing. We have become very selfish. Everything for me, everything for me. I don't care for others, cut others, beat others, terrorize others, do whatever you want. But I want to become this thing. This is the Rajasic dimension. From there, we have to move towards the Sattvic dimension.
Sattvic.
This has to be incorporated in the education system.
Right.
So what we do is we measure the three gunas in every student. Tamas, Rajas and Sattva. How to measure? There is a psychological instrument that we have called the Vedic Personality Inventory.
Right.
VPI. So it takes only 5 minutes, 6 minutes. You can do that, fill it up. You know that I have got 40% Tamas, 40% Rajas, only 20% Sattva. Or I may have only 20% Tamas, I have got 60% Rajas and remaining 20% Sattva. So we tell them you have to change your thinking. Tamas should be reduced.
Right.
Rajas should be controlled, reduced. Sattva should be increased. How the Sattva can increase? By developing giving. Right. 3 dimensions of Sattva is Dana, Daya, Dama. Daya is love and compassion. Dama is control over the external senses. Dana is giving and giving. Right. All our parents should see their children learn to give. Then whole society will change. We can build ideal social honors. This is the way forward for us. Well, if last but not the least, that if we can just go a little bit about the brief about like mind sound resonance, just briefly in couple sentences, that if we can tell our audience what that would be. In the context of cancer development, we wanted that our immune system should become very strong. For that, we developed 7 advanced techniques. Cyclic meditation, then pranic energization technique, mind sound resonance technique, mind imagery technique, mastering the emotions technique, Vijnana Sadhana Kaushala, and Ananda Amrita Sanchana, like this 7, working at all the 5 koshas, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnana, Anandamaya koshas. And that is the one that we have started doing. In mind sound resonance technique, it is an advanced technique, very simple, in which you use the mental sound to produce a physical resonance in the body. I see. Okay. This is the technique that we have developed. So this helps you to go to a deeper level and then see that the inner things which are there as imbalances, that all have to be corrected. So in the PET, we bring the balance at the prana level. Right. In the MSRT, MIRT, MEMT, we bring the balance at the manomaya koksha level. Vijnana Sadhana Kaushala, we remove the ignorance and the wrong knowledge at the Vijnanamaya Kaushala. Right. Anams, you bring happiness and bliss to everybody. So this completely transforms everything, and the basic root cause for all this cancer and other things, sensitive, can be handled effectively. That is the advanced techniques that we have. Well, thank you, Guruji, for sharing such an amazing information, and thank you for giving us the time to discuss such a really wonderful topic. So I would like to thank Mr. Satish Gupta for bringing an amazing big program to Dallas, and his amazing team as well for coordinating this one in Dallas. We are looking forward for more, and please join me in the next episode of the Global Gupshup for a more informative and wonderful programs. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Thank you.